This is not a war zone. It's a village in Plateau State, Nigeria, once home to families, farms, and peace, now abandoned, burned, lifeless. Over 50 killed in another coordinated attack by armed militias. April 2025.
They came in the night. They had AK-47s. We had nothing. My brother was shot in front of me.
For years, these attacks have followed a familiar pattern: midnight raids, heavy firepower, looting, and occupation. Yet, they often are dismissed as clashes, as if both sides are equally armed and equally guilty.
There is no retaliation from us, only mourning, only burials. We don't fight back with guns. We bury our dead and hope the world notices.
Misrepresentation is not just insulting, it's dangerous. It feeds impunity. It denies justice. On the 7th of March, 2010, in a community called Dogonawa, not too far from Jos, probably about a 20-minute drive, at about 2 a.m. in the morning, gunshots were fired. It was the sound of automatic rifles. The people had never heard anything like that before, and so they scampered out of their homes in confusion. As they ran out, their attackers proceeded to hack them down with knives and machetes. Over 500 people lost their lives that night, including a baby that was no more than 3 months old. Now, the big difference between what happened that night and what had been happening before was the weapons used. Up until that point, all of the crises largely comprised of people who used knives, spears, and locally contrived weapons that you had to use in close quarters. That was one of the earliest times that assault rifles were used on a large scale indiscriminately against a helpless population. It signified a shift. It signified the dawn of terrorist attacks in Plateau State. That was the game changer, and nothing was the same after that moment. The primary elements of each attack are hauntingly similar. 1. A very dispersed farming community where there are little or no motorable roads. 2. The use of motorcycles by the attackers who maneuver through the rough terrains. 3. AK-47s and other sophisticated weapons. And 4. Unprovoked attacks on unprepared civilian communities. These tactics have been used countless times with devastating effects. It is time for the world to listen. These communities are calling for protection, for recognition, for truth.